Hi, guys. All right, I gotta figure out where the heck I'm gonna put my phone. Maybe here. This is a terrible angle, but we gonna work with it. Hi, guys. Hi. I see my girls up here. Okay, so I'm in a loaner car and there's like nowhere. Hey, Brittany. There's like not a good place to prop my phone up, so we're just gonna work with it. Actually, I might be able to rig something up with my cup, although I'm probably gonna need some drink. Let's see. Okay, we're working with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. Your girl's nervous. Hi. I'm nervous, okay? So, you guys bear with me. I go live all the freaking time and I still get nervous, y'all, okay? So, if you are someone who's never been live, just do it. Just do it. Okay, I promise you, you're not gonna die. Promise you. It just gets easier. Okay, I lied. It doesn't get easier. You get better at it and you get more comfortable with it, okay? So, Megan, I see you. Okay, so my name is Rachel Spear. I am married. Y'all, I'm a huge procrastinator. So, it's been a year and a half. I still haven't changed my name, so that's that. So on Facebook, I am Ray Anderson. I will be changing it soon, but the whole pandemic has really screwed me over. So hopefully soon I'll get it changed. But my official name is Rachel Spear. A lot of you guys know me as Ray, and that's because when my parents named me Rachel, they spelled it like Rochelle. So many people call me Rochelle. Literally Rachelly, I've gotten that before. I don't know how you get that, but it's pronounced Rachel. So that's why I go by Ray, is because that's so much easier to pronounce and say. So I just wanted to say I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Brittany, for inviting me to speak with you guys. I'm just going to share a little bit about my personal journey with Scentsy. So I joined in October of 2017. So it's been 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years, which I cannot believe that it's been that long. But I personally did not know much about Scentsy. My sponsor is Katie Lassiter. You guys might know her. She is literally a rock star. I definitely got blessed with an amazing sponsor, person, friend, wife, just all around person, all around soul. And I didn't know Katie. So a little backstory. I'm in my car because I'm in Virginia Beach. My sister, I'm a little squirrel, okay? So y'all just gonna have to keep up. My sister lives in Virginia Beach. I am from North Carolina. We are from North Carolina, but I live an hour and a half from my sister. So I'm here. Me and my sister we have another business that we run together. So we're here for that today. So that's why I'm in my car. But I'm from North Carolina. I'm actually from a small town called Moyock. If you guys aren't familiar with Moyock, you're probably familiar with the Outer Banks. Moyock is about 45 minutes from the Outer Banks. So I spent all of my summers down in the Outer Banks. Outer Banks is a very well-known beach. So that'll kind of give you reference. Well, I met my husband on Facebook. He was one of those that dropped into my DMs. Yeah, he literally asked me if he knew me. I said, no, you don't know me. I'm so sorry. You don't know me. But good try. And anyway, he ended up marrying me. And he is from a town called Murfreesboro, North Carolina, which y'all, if you've ever been to Murfreesboro, it's literally in BFE. The middle of nowhere, okay? The only thing we have to shop there is Food Lion. Yeah, so Food Lion, and we have Dollar General, okay? Nothing. The closest Target, y'all. I'm obsessed with Target. I love Target. The closest Target to me is an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, okay? Crazy. So, yeah, that's how my life goes. So, I do live in the middle of nowhere, okay? So, you can still make this business work wherever you live, okay? And so I joined back in 2017, and that's how I got to Murfreesboro, because of my husband. So I joined back in October 2017. I was a full-time nurse at the time. I was working at the hospital, Centera Lee Hospital in Norfolk at the time, and I had just gotten into a really bad car accident where I totaled my vehicle. And my vehicle that I totaled, I didn't have a car payment, like it was paid off. And so nurses make good money, right? We're not rich, but we make good money. But I was still living paycheck to paycheck. And now my fun money was just taken away from me because I went and bought a brand new car. So that I went from no car payment to a car payment, right? So I had a $400 car payment, and I had met Katie one time through Vince. Vince and Katie grew up together. And I met Katie one time, and it was just brief. It was literally like a, hey, how are you type thing at a wedding. She was a bridesmaid in Vince's cousin's wedding. And that was the first time I ever really met like his friends, his family, all of that. And so somehow me and Katie became friends on Facebook. And I saw her raving about Luna, okay? Luna is life. Literally, she says it all the time. That is her statement. That is her, that's just her. When I hear Luna is life, I think of Katie Lassiter. And so I was like, okay, well, she's raving about this Luna, about this wax, about this business. Let me go to her website, and I'm going to see what Luna's all about. So I randomly ordered from her website, didn't message her, nothing. I was one of those people, just went to her website. I think I ordered like a 6-pack of wax. Only thing I ever ordered was wax. And I got it in the mail. She sent me like a little goodie bag. She messaged me. Her customer service was top notch. And so then my mom started ordering. My grandma started ordering. I never did a party. I don't think I did a party. Anyway, so like my family members were buying from her, and she reached out to me one day and she said, girl, you should join Scentsy. When I got that text message, I laughed so hard. I said, yeah, right. Not for me. I am a busy freaking person. I am always on the go. I'm an Enneagram 7, so I'm like, go, 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 go. When I'm bored, I find something to do. I'm a very like self-motivated person. I don't need anyone to tell me, hey, go do this. I will watch Netflix, don't get me wrong, but during the day, I do not watch TV. If I watch TV, I can't do it. I can only watch TV at night. Literally, right before bed, that's it. Plus, I fall asleep when I sit down, and I'm not a napper. I'm always like, okay, we're done with this. What's the next thing? Okay, we're done with this adventure. All right, let's move on. My husband's the same way, so we match really well in that area. So she was like, you should join Scentsy. I said, yeah, right. First of all, I'm working 12-hour shifts at a hospital. 12-hour shifts usually end up being 14-hour shifts, and then add an hour-and-a-half drive to and from the hospital. Yeah, your girl's tired, and on her days off, she's not trying to sell to people. First of all, I never thought that I could ever sell anything. So, ended up getting into my accident, totaled my car, bought a brand new car, had a $400 car payment. And now I'm like, okay, well, where's my fun money? Okay, your girl can spend some money. Let me just tell you. And I was like, okay, well, now that $400, that was like my play money, my shopping money, my do whatever with money, is gone. It's going to my car. And so I'll never forget, me and he was my boyfriend at the time. We were sitting on the couch one day, and I was like, hey, what do you think if I joined Scentsy? And there was like a pause. We just looked at each other, and then we both started laughing. And we started laughing because, first of all, like the stigma behind direct sales, for one, okay? I'm sure we've all thought, okay, it's a pyramid scheme. Like, there's no way you can really make money. There's something behind like these incentives that these people are earning, going on free trips, right? We laughed it off. Didn't think about it. Well, as I still was paying my car payment, I was like, look, okay, now I'm really living paycheck to paycheck. I was that person that had to go to, when I went to Walmart or when I went grocery shopping, I had to check my bank account. And that's not a good feeling. You know, I've literally gotten up to the grocery store and my card declined because I didn't have enough money in my account. So I'm sure we've all been there. And if you haven't, it's not a good day. It's not a good time. So I actually ended up joining another direct sales company because I was that person that was like, okay, everybody and their mama in this small town in the middle of nowhere sells Scentsy. Okay, Katie sells Scentsy. Katie literally lives 20 minutes from me. We know a lot of the same people. They're like within like a 10-mile radius. I can name off so many Scentsy consultants. Okay, and this was before I had even joined. So I was like, that would never work. Like our area is already saturated with these consultants. So I was like, nah, push that out of the way. I joined another direct sales company. Okay, my join kit cost $400 roughly after taxes and shipping. $400, y'all. I did not have that money. My husband put it on his credit card. He was my boyfriend at the time. He put it on his credit card for me to sell this product. Y'all, I had never even tried the product. Never even tried the product. Get the product. I start talking about it on Instagram to my peeps. And I'm like, yeah, this product sucks. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I don't even like the product, okay? I don't even like the product. How am I supposed to sell it? I was trying to sell it. I ended up making $20, y'all, in like 3 months that I tried to really like push it. $20 back in my pocket. Wasted $400. Wasted it. Okay? So, I'll never forget. I came home randomly. Well, I had messaged Katie one day after I had gotten off work. During this time, I had transitioned from working at the hospital because the hour and a half drive one way was really killing me. I struggle with like falling asleep, and so after I'm super tired, if you know me, you know that like if I'm at your house and we sit on the couch to watch TV, your girl's not watching the movie. I'm like falling asleep. Okay, that's why I don't sit down, is because I will fall asleep. And so I transitioned jobs. Now I was working in a Hosky, which is another like small town over from Murfreesboro. It took me, I could literally get to work in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? It was amazing. And the drive, not the job. And so I was working at a doctor's office, a community health center, and Katie lives roughly 20, 30 minutes. I texted her one day and I was like, hey, I didn't realize I was being this weird, but she tells me all the time. She said, yeah, I got a text from you, and you said, you asked if you could come over to my house and check out my Scentsy stash. And I was like, well, I don't really remember asking it like that. That does sound a little funky, a little weird, because we didn't even know each other really. And she was like, sure, you can come over. Well, I went over to her house. She had so much Scentsy, y'all. I was like mind blown, okay? Granted, I want y'all to think about this. I had only ever tried the wax. That's it. And I remember she gave me a sample of some Luna hand cream. Hey, Court, some Luna hand cream. And I never opened it. I recently found that Luna hand cream sample. I never opened it, but it still had Katie's label on it 3 years later. And just the fact that she was like giving me samples to try, even though I wasn't even trying them, just went a long way. So I go to her house. She has all these products. Laundry care, y'all. Didn't even know Scentsy offered laundry care. None of that. Just thought they had wax and warmers. And she gave me a little like join packet. It had a catalog in it. It had a scent circle in it. I'll never forget. It had a card in it. It had like the join flyer, all of these extra like candies and goodies in it. And I was like, wow, you know, like she's really like into this. So I go home. I don't even think I read the join pamphlet. Y'all, I'm not a reader. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I read the join pamphlet. I think I opened it and like scanned it. It was like tossed to the side. And probably like a week later, I came home from work one day and I signed up. And I texted Katie and I said, I'll never forget, when I got to the page that asked me to put my social security number in, I was like, okay, this is legit. It's asking for my social. So I texted Katie and I was like, do I really have to put my social in? She's like, yeah, it's a business. I was like, okay. So I put my social in and then it came across the screen. Congrats, you're now a Scentsy consultant. Y'all, I thought I was going to vomit right then, right there. Okay. Also, I want you to think about this. I literally did not have enough money in my checking account to buy the $99 kit. Okay? That's how broke we were, living paycheck to paycheck. I literally had to put it on my credit card. Okay? And after that, I texted Katie. I was like, I'm a consultant. She was so excited for me. She told me to go live when I got my kit. I laughed in her face. I said, yeah, no, your girl's not going live. First of all, I don't public speak. Second of all, I'm not going to show my face. I've always been, not now, but I used to be someone who really cared about what people think, okay? And to give you a little backstory, I have a scar on my shoulder. Right here, I don't know if you guys can really see it, maybe. I have a scar on my shoulder. So many people ask me when I'm in a bathing suit or when I wear a tank top, hey, what's that scar from? And I always joke and tell them that I was attacked by a shark. Some people believe it. That's really if I can keep a straight face, which is very, very hard. I was not attacked by a shark. But this will just show you how much I cared about what people thought, okay? I had a mole on my shoulder. It was not that big. It was literally probably the size of my thumbnail, okay? Not that big. But at the time, I was so self-conscious of it. I used to wear Band-Aids over it. If I was in a swimsuit, I would never wear tank tops around my friends. And, you know, if I had that mole today, I got that mole removed when I was in my junior year of high school. I begged and begged and begged and begged my parents to let me get this surgery to get this mole removed because I cared so much about what other people thought of this mole on my body. And so they let me get it removed. But, you know, looking back, if I had this mole on my shoulder now, I wouldn't give two flying F's. Just gonna say it. Wouldn't. Okay? I'm at a point where in my life where I'm just like, you know what? If I'm not your person, I'm not your person. That's fine. But I'm an awesome person. And if you actually like got to know me, I think, you know, you would have fun with me. But, and I will say I have found the person that I am through Scentsy. Scentsy has been a huge part of that. So I know I kind of just went off on a tangent. I don't even know like how that even happened. Oh, talking about lives. So I went live. Y'all, if you've never gone live, I highly, highly suggest it, okay? Remember, I got my kit. I got off work one day. I am an RN. I have my BSN. I went to school in Florida for 4 years. Came back, started working in Virginia, and there's my story, okay? So I got my kit. I decided I was going to go live. Well, my husband at the time, my boyfriend at the time, he was working night shift. So he had slept all day, so he got up, and it was probably like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I started going live. First time I ever went live, okay? Katie just telling me, just open your kit, and that's it. So I open my kit, go to find out while I'm going live, my husband's going live in the bedroom, and there's like a clear shot from him sitting in the bed to where I was standing in the kitchen. So he's going live with me going live. Y'all, he had like triple the amount of viewers that I had. I think I had like 5 viewers, maybe. And I'll never forget, I smelled snowberry, the little tester, snowberry, and I smelled it. Do y'all know what I said? I said, oh, this smells like snow and berries mixed together. First of all, what the heck does snow smell like? Can anyone tell me? It doesn't have a scent. So it was terrible. Terrible. I broke out in hives so bad. I started shaking. I had to just end the video. I was like, okay, never doing that again. But I didn't die. I did not die. Okay? So if you've never gone live, I highly, 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 I encourage you just to do it. Get your dogs to go live with you. Get your husband, your best friend, your mom, your kid, whoever. Get them to go live with you, okay? Do what I did. Go live and then have your husband or spouse video you going live, okay? It's a fun time. Anytime that live pops up, I just can't help but laugh and smile because that was my first get out of my own way experience. That was my first time getting uncomfortable. Maybe not my first time, but like one of the first times I can remember, okay? I get compliments all the time like, you're such a good public speaker, y'all. Here you go. Senior year, the high school I went to, you had to do a senior project. And part of that senior project, in order to graduate, part of that senior project was you had to present it to a panel of judges. Anyway, I don't really know what the correct term is. Anyway, people would sit and literally judge you, okay? I had a panel of 4 people that I had to present to. And I did my project on saving the sea turtles, okay? I'm going to give y'all a backstory. I feel like I'm going all over, but saving the sea turtles because I wanted to be a dolphin trainer. And y'all might laugh, but your girl was going to be a dolphin trainer. And I'll give you a little backstory. So I'm presenting to these people, y'all. I am broken out in hives, okay? Broken out in hives. From literally, like, my ears are burning and they're red. I have hives from here on up. I started crying while I'm presenting, y'all. The panelist thought, is that even a word? I think it is a word. They thought I was crying because I was so passionate about saving the sea turtles. When in reality, no, I was about to shit my pants. And that's why I was crying. I wanted my mom to come rescue me and say, baby, you don't have to do this. No, your girl was crying because I was so freaking scared. Okay? So, if you are scared, just do it. Do it. Being scared is a good thing. Being scared means that you have something that you can push yourself to do to where you will grow from it. Okay? If you're not scared of things, like, there's a problem. Okay? There's a problem. So, that's a little backstory. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer for literally my entire life. Since 2nd grade, my parents took us to swim with the dolphins. And ever since then, I'm not kidding, since the 2nd grade, I have always wanted to train dolphins. I went to college in Florida, Pensacola, Florida, to be a marine biologist so I could train dolphins. And then halfway through my freshman year, I was with this crazy boyfriend who, no idea why I liked him. Anyway, he somehow convinced me to go to nursing school, okay? So, I have been a nurse for 4 years, and I'll give you guys a little background on that in a little bit, but, did I say 4 years? I meant 5 years. I was a nurse for 5 years before I left nursing, okay? And I loved nursing, don't get me wrong, but I've always known that that wasn't my passion, and I'm about to start crying. I don't really know why. Let me get it together. Nursing was not my passion. I love geriatrics, y'all. I love old people. Old people literally make me smile. So, like, I worked on a med-surg unit, a cardiac unit, so I had a lot of elderly patients. They are the bomb. Old men, y'all, are freaking hilarious. Even the grumpy ones, they make me smile, okay? So, but I knew that nursing wasn't my path, but I went on this path because of this person. And, so anyway, I went down the path of nursing because I knew that it would make everyone else around me happy except myself. I was not expecting to cry. So, when I started Scentsy, I didn't realize that it was going to be what I needed. I didn't realize at the time that Scentsy was going to be the passion that I was looking for, okay? I never thought that I'd be a leader. I never thought that people would look up to me. I never thought that people would come to me and say, thank you for doing all these trainings and, you know, thank you for just being you. I joined Scentsy in hopes to make $200 to put towards my car payment. And I've gained so much more. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm gonna go inside. My sister's gonna be like, what the hell happened to you? I'm gonna be like, well, I'm Rachel and I'm a crier. So, the reason why I joined Scentsy was to put $200 on my car payment, okay? That was my goal. I had my launch party. I invited all of my friends. Y'all, I had 3 people show up, and all 3 of those people were my best friends, so I'm pretty sure they only showed up because they felt obligated because they were my best friends. So, if you have a launch party or you have a party and one person shows up, it's fine. Do it for the one. Do it for the one person. Y'all, my very first teamie was one of those girls that came to the party, and she was one of my best friends. But I will never forget, I worked my ass off that first month. Katie told me that if I reached 2,000 in sales that I would get a $600 paycheck, and I was like, oh my God, that pays my car payment and I'll have extra money to go shopping or to do whatever I wanted with. So I was like, I'm going to reach that 2,000. And I put the income disclosure in here because I think money's important, and I think that a lot of consultants don't talk about it, and I think that we really need to talk about it. I get that there's stipulations that we have to follow and whatnot, but I'm just going to tell you guys, my husband wasn't like fully on board with Scentsy, and I'll never forget my very first month. I worked my ass off. I was one of those people that was talking to people who I didn't even know, like trying to like, you know, just get to know them. And my husband asked if I wanted to go hunting my very first month. Well, it was a month after, so I didn't even know when we got paid or anything, y'all, okay? I just kind of was like, okay, let's just try this, and we're going to see where it goes. And if it's, you know, a doozy, then whatever, I tried. And we went hunting. We were sitting in a blind, and sorry, y'all. We were sitting in a blind. I didn't even know it was going to be payday. And I'm a terrible hunter, okay? Because I cannot stop moving. My husband, if he was here, he'd probably reenact me. He says that I'm always like flipping my head around, and I'm like, I'm bored. I can't sit here and do this. Like, I need a deer. Just let me shoot it. Like, bring me a deer. I can't sit there, okay? Like, literally. And so it's really hard for me because I'm always trying to talk to him, and he's like, I need you to be quiet. So we're sitting here. He's to the right of me. We're sitting in chairs. And I never check my email, y'all. I'm a terrible email person. So if you email me, I'm really sorry. But it's probably lost in the other 20,000 emails. Literally, I think I have 15,000 emails right now in my account. It's really bad. So I never check my email. And I was so bored. I was like, let me check my email. Check my email. And it says, congratulations. Or it says, you've received a payment from Scentsy. Y'all, it was $700. $700. Okay? It was like $705. And I have it on my screen, and we're hunting, so I can't be like crazy and start screaming. So I turned to my husband, and I had my phone, and I was like, and he's looking at me like, what the freak are you doing? Like, you are scaring all the animals that are around us away. And I'm like, I don't care. You're lucky I'm not screaming. And I show it to him, and he says, wow. And that was when I knew this business was for me. So, listen. I'm going to give you guys some tips that I wish I would have known from the beginning. I'm going to give them to you at the end. But I earned my very first incentive. I didn't even know that we were in the middle of an incentive when I joined. We were in the middle of the Mediterranean cruise incentive. And I had joined in the middle of it, and so I only had roughly 3 months to earn it. And I earned it. I had enough time to earn it for myself. I earned it for myself. We did have to pay for Vince to go out of pocket. It was expensive as I don't know what to pay for Vince. But it was the best trip. My husband has not traveled much growing up. Literally lives in BFE. Okay, my parents took us on vacations and whatnot. He never really, like, went and stuff. He had never been out of the country. And so it was really important for me to take him on this Mediterranean cruise. Plus, I didn't want to go by myself overseas. And I took him, and y'all, that's all she wrote. ever since that trip, Vince has been, like, fully on board with Scentsy. Granted, you know, like, he helps me where he can, but he also works a full-time job. But I swear, once you start making money with Scentsy and you show your spouse, or you earn them a trip and you take them with you, it will change their entire mindset. Okay? If your spouse is not on board right now, give them grace. Okay? Give them grace, because they are probably thinking, yeah, this is a pyramid scheme. Only the people at the top of the company get paid or get, you know, earn trips or make lots of money. It's not true. Just give them time and give them grace. They will come around. Okay? But you have to be the one to show up. So, I've been doing Scentsy for 3.5 years. 2 years in, I was so overwhelmed with my nursing job. I was a triage nurse at a community health center. I kept asking what time is it? We kept asking, we needed more help. We weren't receiving it. We asked for help for 2 years, y'all. I was alone doing anywhere between, I alone was doing 100 patients a day, encounters, talking to roughly 100 patients a day. It was getting to the point where I was like, look, I can't do this anymore. I knew that it was time to leave when I was getting attitudes with my patients. I was getting attitudes with my coworkers, and it's just because we were all overwhelmed. And I was like, you know what? It's getting to the point where I would wake up in the morning and I would cry and tell Vince that I did not want to go to work. I'm never like that. I love to work. It's one of my downfalls, because I love to work so much, it's really hard for me to stop. And so I knew once I started having all of those feelings and, like, not wanting to go to work, I was like, okay, it's time to do something. I had matched my nursing income 2 years in. But, you know, like everyone else, everyone has debt. Well, most everyone anyway. Most of America. And I was just like, yeah, but we have all this debt. I don't want to leave yet. Well, I was like, you know what? My mental health is worth so much more than paying off some debt. So much more. And so I told my husband, I said, you know what? I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in. I actually gave them a month. And I left in January last year. So it's been over a year. It's been a year and a half since I left nursing. I've never been happier. Now, has it been hard? Yes. Working from home is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And it's because you have to be the one to hold yourself accountable. You don't have a boss saying, hey, go do this, clock in, clock out. You don't have someone telling you that. You have to be the one to say, okay, I'm not watching TV. I'm not going to binge watch TV. I'm not going to sleep till 11. I'm going to get my ass up. I'm going to take care of myself. And then I'm going to go to work from this time to this time. And then I'm going to mentally clock out and go live my life. Okay? It's hard, but it is so freaking worth it. I've never been so happy since I left nursing. And it's not nursing in general. It's since I started focusing fully on Scentsy. When I was working full-time as a nurse, I would work my 8-hour shift. I'd come home. I'd do Scentsy for a couple hours. Ever since day one, I've always worked my business as a full-time job. Okay? Even if I wasn't working full-time hours. The beauty of Scentsy is this business can fit into your life. Whatever life you have, whether you have 5 kids and you only have 10 minutes a day, you can utilize and prioritize those 10 minutes to work for you, okay? You can work completely different than I do. We all work completely different than each other, and that's the beauty, is because you can mold this business to whatever you want to get out of it. You mold it to work for your life, okay? So, all right, I have some takeaways. Listen. Show up. You have to be the one to show up. No one's going to be there to motivate you all the time. You have to be the one to show up, okay? Number 2, Act like a leader before you are a leader. If you don't have a teamie yet, act like a leader. Go live on your team page. Do a training. Do a training on what you put in your bag party. Do a training on how you're partying. Do a training on how you booked parties. Do a training on how you had a sponsoring conversation. Even if they said no. Even if they freaking ghosted you. Even if they didn't respond. Even if they left you on red. Who cares? Do the training. Okay? Don't wait to be an actual leader where you have people under your team. Start now. Start now. Okay? Because just because you don't have a teamie doesn't mean that someone else in your team page, okay, your director's team page, doesn't mean that you're not gonna have an impact on their life, on their business. Because I promise you, you will. Okay? Anything that you are doing in your business is worthy enough to share. Anything. I don't care if you just went to Target and got some cute ass bags. Share it. Okay? Share it. Get uncomfortable. Get uncomfy. My word for 2021 is uncomfortable. That's why I did this training. Last year, I probably would have turned it down. This year, I said, nope, I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm going to come up here and talk to half of y'all. I don't even know who you are. I'm going to get up here. I'm going to talk. So get uncomfortable. Nothing grows in comfort zones. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. Okay. Do what you can with where you are at in your business, okay? This is what a lot of people struggle with. People are looking at my mail outs and they're like, oh my God, I need to have extravagant mail outs like that. I need to put all these extra goodies in there. Y'all, listen. Don't compare your day 1 or your day 30 to my 3 years. It's completely different, okay? You're not making as much money as I am. And that's fine. You will get there, but we're all on our own journey. So do what you can with where you can. If you just started, guys, you don't have to send freaking mail outs that cost you $8 a pop to send. No. Send your girl a text message and say, hey, thank you so much for ordering. You rock. You're literally going to fall in love with them washer whiffs, okay? Send them a thank you card in the mail that cost a 55-cent stamp, okay? Handwrite. Hey, thanks so much for ordering. You'rethebomb.com. Let's get you some free Scentsy or something like that, okay? Like, get personal with your people, but, don't compare your 2 months to someone else's 10 years, okay? Remember that. Comparison will kill you. It will beat you down. It will beat you down, okay? I just got out of a comparison funk, y'all. I'm in 3.5 years, and I was finding myself last week comparing myself to all of these other leaders in Scentsy, doing all these things, and it got in my head where I was like, I went to go post on Instagram a couple times last week, and I ended up deleting it. I was like, yeah, that's not good enough to post. And then I was like, what the freak is wrong with me? Who am I? I am Rachel freaking Spear. Rachel Spear Anderson. I have something to offer this world. And that's what you have to tell yourself. You have something to offer this world. You have something to offer your family. You have something to offer your teamies. You have something to offer this world. But you have to believe it. And yeah, you're going to get in funks. Like, funks are going to happen. Life's going to happen. Who cares? You can't prevent life. Life is going to happen, but you can prevent how you react to it. So it's whether life happens and you're going to put your kit down, or life happens and you're going to pick it up and change your outcome. Okay? All right. Don't wait on your leaders. My sister. I'm going to beat you. Don't wait on your leaders to train your brain. Okay? Go out and do it yourself. Come on, listen. We are all independent Scentsy consultants. Remember, we all put our social security numbers in. That means it's legit. When you have to give someone your social, it is legit. Legit. Okay? Too legit to quit. Okay? So, don't wait on your leaders. Go out and find the trainings, y'all. Literally anything you're looking for. How to do a bag party. If you Google it, a video is going to pop up. Promise. Follow me on YouTube. I'm Rachel Anderson Scentsy on YouTube. So don't wait on your leaders. Go do the training yourself. Shoot. Go do the training yourself. Learn, become an expert on whatever you want to learn about, and then go out and do it. Okay? If you're struggling with branding or whatever else, y'all, I was watching branding videos the other day for like 2 hours. I was like, dang. First of all, I've had a Canva account for how long? 2 years, 3 years? And I'm just now finding out that they have a brand kit. What the heck? Where have I been? So if you're looking for something, literally go out and Google it. Okay? There's so many resources out there. It'll blow your mind. It will blow your mind. All right, next thing. Relationships. This is a relationship business, okay? Any of your customers can come and buy from me and get the same exact product. Any of my customers can go and buy from every 37 one of you and get the same exact product. I will tell you right now, our products are good, but your customers aren't buying Scentsy because they're obsessed with Scentsy. They are buying Scentsy because they love you, they trust you, and they know you. Okay, they're buying from you for a reason. So find out what those reasons are. Even if you have to ask your customers. I do reviews with my customers all the time. I'm like, hey, what do you think I need to improve on? Hey, what do you want to see in the future? Hey, do you like my customer service? Do you think it's top notch? Like customer service, I want my customer service to be top notch, not mediocre. I want to be up here. Okay? And if my customers think I'm down here, like there's a problem and I'm going to fix it. Okay? So, Cindy, I'm not techie either. If you literally Google how to do a QR code, bam, step by step, and it's actually really easy. You just have to be, I literally YouTube everything, okay? So, it's back to relationship businesses. This is a relationship business. You are having relationships with your customers. You are building relationships with your teamies, with your group, with your leaders. You are building relationships with people who aren't even your customers, but are still watching you on Instagram and on social media in general. Okay, you're still building those customers, or building those relationships with those people. So, if you focus on the people will build your business. Okay? I've been doing this for 3.5 years, y'all. Okay? I'm an SSD. We have a group of almost 1,200 people in 3.5 years. The beginning, to give you guys a little bit of like a comparison, the beginning of 2020, we had a group of 300 people. So it's been a year, and we jumped from 300 to 1,200. Okay? And it's because I focused on the people, and then I taught the people that were joining to focus on the people. If you focus on the people and you focus on their dreams, their aspirations, what they want out of this business, the rest will come. Okay? This business is not about you. Okay? It's not about you. It's about the people. And if you focus on that, the rest will come. Okay? The other thing I want to throw in here, listen. Just because someone is an SSD doesn't mean, yes, it's a huge accomplishment, but I don't look at title. I look at the person, and I look at their work ethic, and I look at their drive, and I look at, do they want this? Do they have the fire in them? Okay? Because an essential consultant can have the same drive, the same attitude, the same aspirations, the same fire in their soul, in their heart as an SSD. Okay? So I don't look at titles. I look at who you are as a person and how you are working your freaking business. Because those two people, the SSD and the essential consultant who has the same drive and the same fire in their soul, that essential consultant is going to get to the top. Okay? But if you focus on just hitting SSD, the tippy top of the company, if you just focus on that, I'm going to beat her. I'm going to beat you. If you just focus, look at her. If you just focus on the title at reaching SSD, what happens when you hit SSD? What happens when you hit that? You don't have anything else to look forward to. So whether you're an essential consultant, a certified, a lead, focus on being the best leader you can be, and the rest will come. Okay? The rest will come. So that's about it, y'all. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, I don't accept Scentsy people that I don't know on my Facebook, and that's just because Facebook maxes you out. I have a ton of requests on Facebook, and it's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's just because I really save those spots for my customers and like people that I actually build a relationship with. Now, if we meet in person, we're like, hey, yeah, then of course I'm going to add you. But follow me on Instagram, because Instagram doesn't have a cap on who can follow who, and I would love to connect with you guys. So if you guys have any questions, please message me in my in-basket on my Instagram. This is my Instagram. Y'all ready? Ray, R-A-Y, R-A-Y, S-A-2. Okay? Ray, S-A-2. And my account is public. So if you guys have questions, message me there, and I would love to connect with you guys. And then last thing that I'm going to throw out there, y'all, people are always watching you. People are creepy as hell, okay? Creepy. Let's be real. Don't act like you're not a creep. I'm a creep for sure. So we've all creeped on people. We've all, you know, we're creepy. Like we're just a creepy species. So people are always watching you. I highly recommend that you have, if you have an Instagram, my primary focus is Instagram, okay? So I highly recommend, if you have an Instagram account, put it on public, okay? Put it on public, because you're really limiting the people that you reach if you have a private account on Instagram, okay? So that's number one. Number two, show up. Go on your stories and talk about the products. If people don't see you personally using the products, why the heck would they want to buy it? For real, ask yourself that. Why would they want to buy it? And then teach them about the products. Teach them how to clean their diffusers. Teach them how to change their wax. Teach them that we have cotton cleanups and how they work and how many cubes it soaks up, okay? Teach them what to do with Freshen Up Pup and Scentsy Fresh. Like, people don't realize that we are more than just wax and warmers. So show up. Talk about how much you love Scentsy. Talk about your show them the passion that you have, okay? Show up on video. Listen. I'm a huge social media fiend. Videos show so much more than just a picture. Okay? Videos, they get to see your expression. They get to hear the tone in your voice. They get to see the way your eyes light up when you're talking about the products, or when you're talking about earning a trip, or when you're talking about the success with your teamies. Like, they actually get to see it. So if you are scared to show up on video, that's what I want you to work on. And I want you to do, I have this thing, or I started this thing a while back. I don't even know when I did it, last year, maybe in April. I did this thing called the social show up, okay? I created that. I'm very proud of myself. So the social show up was literally, you show up on your social media platform, whatever platform, on video every single day. Every single day for an entire month, okay? So that's my challenge to you guys. Show up on video every single day for an entire month. So, Brittany, thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys. I hope that I get to see you guys once COVID's over and we earn these trips and we travel, because COVID's really been effing me up, effing up my vibes, really screwing with my mood. So, yeah, sorry. I just went a little bit off. So, I hope you guys got something from this training. I just want you guys to know that I'm rooting for you. Don't focus on the title. Focus on being the best leader and person that you can be, and the rest will come. I promise you. Okay? And hey, make your dreams big. Your dreams need to be so big that you're like, what the heck? Is that even possible? Okay? My dreams for 2021 scared the shit out of me. Scary. Real scary. So, I gotta go, y'all. I hope you guys have the greatest day.